Hi everyone. In this
Wait,
session,
1 minute. I have something to share. May I? Thank you. If you didn't subscribe to this channel, subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon to get instant notification of all the videos. Visit our website www.winpointonlineclasses.com. Support us for providing free online classes to everyone. Thank you. In this session, we are going to discuss some of the important topics from the chapter metals and non-metals. We already discussed most of the topics from this chapter. The topic which we are going to cover in this session is properties of ionic compound. What do you mean by ionic compound? Ionic compound means it is a compound formed by ionic bond. Ionic bond, we already learned about ionic bond. Ionic bond means it is a bond formed by the transfer of electrons from one atom to another atom. If there is a transfer of electron from one atom to another atom, that type of bond is known as ionic bond. These ionic compounds are having some of the properties. We are going to discuss that in this session. Let's start the discussion. The important property of ionic compound is they have strong inter-ionic attraction. Ionic compounds are made up of ions. There are two types of ion, positive ion and negative ion. Positive ions are known as cations and negative ions are known as anions. And this positive ion and negative ion, there will be strong electrostatic attraction. Electrostatic attraction means it is the force of attraction between charges. This charge is positive and this charge is negative. There will be strong attractive force between these two ions. That is the reason for most of the properties of ionic compound. We are going to discuss the properties of ionic compound one by one. Ionic compounds are solid because of strong inter-ionic attraction. What is the specialty of solid? In solid, the molecules are closely packed, right? So, in the case of ionic solid, because of the strong inter-ionic attraction, they will be close together. Here you can see these ions are close together because of strong inter-ionic attraction. So, all ionic compounds are solid. Why? The answer is because of strong electrostatic force of attraction or strong inter-ionic attraction. Next point, boiling points and melting point. What do you mean by boiling point? Boiling point means it is a temperature at which a liquid is converting into gas. That is boiling point. For water, it is 100 degrees Celsius. And what is melting point? Melting point means it is a temperature at which a solid is converting into liquid. In ionic solid, there will be strong inter-ionic attractions between the ions. Each ions are attracting each other and they are very tightly packed. We are taking two ions from there, positive ion, negative ion, and there will be strong interactive force. They are attracting each other. The attractive force is very strong. It is a solid. We are going to heat it. When we are heating it, the solid is going to convert into liquid. That process is known as melting, and that particular temperature is known as melting point. Here I am going to heat the bond. When we are heating a substance, the bond is breaking. That's why the molecules are getting apart and they can move everywhere. That is the reason for the conversion of state. When we are heating this one, this bond is going to break. When we are giving high energy, the normal energy is not sufficient for the breakage of bond. Here we need to give high energy, then only the bond will break. Here you can see the bond is breaking because of the high energy, which means because of the strong inter-ionic attraction, we need to give high amount of heat, then only we can convert that into liquid. After breaking of the bond, the ions are free to move. Now it changed the state. Ionic compounds are having high boiling point and melting point because of strong inter-ionic attractions. Ionic compounds are soluble in water. When we are adding an ionic compound into water, it will be easily dissolved in the water. It is having high solubility. Conductivity. What do you mean by the term conductivity? Conductivity means the ability of a substance to conduct electricity. Ionic compounds are good conductors of electricity. Sometimes it is a bad conductor of electricity. We are going to discuss these two situations. Here you can see a bulb. There is a container here. This container is having salt solution. We are taking any salt solution, sodium chloride solution. We are arranging two electrode. Carbon electrode. Carbon is a good conductor of electricity. Graphite is a good conductor of electricity. So we are arranging two carbon electrodes and we are completing the circuit with the help of wires and cells. Now the circuit is complete. Here you can see the cell and it is the bulb. It is sodium chloride solution. Sodium chloride is an ionic compound. It is a solution state. If the solution is good conductor of electricity, then the circuit is complete. The bulb is going to glow. If the solution is bad conductor of electricity, the circuit is incomplete. The bulb is not going to glow. Let's check that. These are two electrodes. The bulb is glowing, which means here you can see the bulb is glowing, which means it is a good conductor of electricity. Sodium chloride solution is a good conductor of electricity. So ionic compound can conduct electricity in solution state. In molten state also it can conduct electricity. Here you can see a ionic solid. It is ionic solid. In the solid state, the ions are not able to move. So it is not a good conductor of electricity. The ions can move after melting, or in the solution state also ions can move. Then only it will conduct electricity. In the solid state, it is not going to conduct electricity. Reason is strong inter-ionic attraction. Because of that, this solid is not going to conduct electricity. The ions are tightly packed. We are arranging two electrode. Electrode number 1, it is negative electrode. This one is positive electrode. It is not in solid state. It is in molten state or solution state. What will be the direction of the movement of particle? The positive ion and negative ion. Here you can see positive and negative ion. The positive ions are going to deposit at negative electrode, and negative ions are going to deposit at positive electrode. They are going to move. You can see the movement now. All the positive ion will move to the negative electrode, and all the negative ions will move to the positive electrode. So ions are moving. Ions are moving means there will be conduction of electricity. So reason for conduction of electricity is movement of ions. The ions are able to move in the molten state, and in the solution state the ions are able to move. Because of that, ionic compounds can conduct electricity in molten state and in solution. Ionic solids are good conductors of electricity in molten state and in its solution. Ions will move to the opposite electrode. When we are connecting battery with the help of two electrodes, the ions will move towards the opposite electrodes. Subscribe our channel for getting instant notification of sample paper solution, and support us for providing free online classes to everyone. www.winpointonlineclasses.com